What's going on, everyone? The one true Sir Salty here. I have a full quest guide showing you how to get the awesome Sword of Night. Now you might have questions like, oh, who is Ymir? Where is he? Well, easy enough. He is located in the Cathedral of Manus, Metyr. You'll have to go through the Miyr ruins and get around through Bonnie Village and head north, but you'll be able to find it through that way. I do have a little bit of that guide later, but anyways, let's get right into it. So you approach this guy, he welcomes you, his name's Ymir, and he's a little lonely. So, he never gets too much company out here, so he gives you a nice little gift. A gift to go on a bit of a treasure hunt in some ruins. So he gives you a little bit of a map, lets you buy some magic from him, and then when you try to raise up his loyal guard, she just gives you nothing.
Emotional damage!
So looking at this little picture, you will have no idea what exactly it is. The key is in the name, Ruins. There are two obvious ones on the map once you get the map fragments, but if you don't, then it's not very obvious. This one is located near the Cerulean coast. I got here by going through the Dragon Man's Cave, and you exit to the Jagged Peak, and from there you can find the Dragon Communion, and then work your way down to Cerulean Coast that way. There is another way. That's the one that I took. Either way, from the southern Miquela's Cross in Cerulean Coast, you can work your way east and north. After avoiding the mimics on the beach, you will find yourself in the ruins. If you are looking on your map, you'll see that this is the more obvious way in, as it leads to the Site of Grace. Now, when you get here, there's really not much really to think about. There's a few mimics on your way in, but honestly, not too dangerous over here. So you're gonna go blowing this thing. Sweet blowing, you're rewarded with a talisman. And simply just return to Ymir and let him know that you've done a good job. Yes, he will admire all of your blowing skills, but seeing how good of a blower you are, he's gonna send you to yet another ruins. This picture is also a little vague, but it actually kind of gives it away a little bit. This one is a little bit hidden away in the game. You will have to do the Oh Mother emote in Scataview right before you fight General Gaius, the pain in the ass that he is. Using the emote allows access to the Hinterlands, which is the main path to getting to the ruins you're going to. And to get the emote, you go first through the Miyr ruins. You'll find a ladder that will then connect you to Bonnie Village. Why is this important, you ask? Well, it was linking back to the part earlier, as well as showing where to get the emote. So a little two birds and coming back around. Either way, it's just north of the village once you're trying to leave it. Then you can come back to the Site of Grace in Scataview, that is right before the General Gaius fight, and then you can use the emote at the little stone here, and you will open the path towards the hinterland. There really is not a whole lot to do in this side area, but it does have some loots and a couple bosses, mostly 2 tree sentinels when you first get in. If not, you can easily run past them to the next Site of Grace, which is right outside the ruins. This ruins is a little bit different, and it has a lot of these weird dragon snake people that are just really annoying to deal with. They shoot a very long range homing attack and cause another dragon man to teleport in and grab you. But if you manage to get through that, you can then blow into something else. Just really like you blowing on things in this quest. Turning to Ymir, you'll see that he's got a gross finger baby. I think they're called mimics, but we're gonna call it finger baby. Well, good thing you didn't raise him up. Otherwise, you'd have tons of fingers to feed. Anyway, he'll give you the third and final ruins map, which conveniently looks a lot like the area you're in just now. Make sure to exhaust all the dialogue, leave, and come back, and he will not be in his throne. And you can click a magic button that was right by his foot the entire time to open up a secret passageway. Down here, you will get invaded by the Sword Hand of Night Anna. A pretty cool moveset with the black claws that she uses. Very interesting. You will get the weapon when you kill her, which is pretty dang easy. After dealing with that lovely creature, you'll be tasked with doing one final thing that you've been practicing all your life for. Blowing yet into another hole. I swear, are we practicing like breathing techniques or some stuff like that? Like, what the hell's going on? Anyways, this one differs quite a bit, as this will transport you to a boss room, where all the times you're blowing were funneling right to this creature. Anyway, deal with the Mother of Fingers, and you'll be almost done the quest. Almost. Not quite, almost. Arriving back in the Cathedral of Manus, you'll almost head to the throne, where you will get invaded by Knight Jolan. When she was finally coming around to you, you gotta put her down. Fate is so utterly cruel. And then, the star of the show makes his appearance. Now in all of his glory, Ymir will become the Mother of Fingers himself. Kind of weird, but okay. He is not too bad of a fight. He does a lot of magic, finger magic, and a lot of disappearing tricks on you, but should be no match for you, hopefully. Awarded with his bell bearing as well as his set of gear. Comes fully equipped with a staff. Maternal staff, you can assume what, kind of magic he does with that. Finger magic. You will then find Knight Jolan where she was normally when you could talk to her, but she is now collapsed on the floor. You may have discovered these two key items here, the Iris of Grace and the Iris of Occultation. Now a branching path that you can take in this quest line. Using the Iris of Grace, you will then get her spirit ashes, which is okay. She does a lot of cool bleeding. Occultation, however, gives you the Sword of Night. So that's what we're gonna do. Iris of Grace can be found in the specimen storage once you go down the lift on your left side. You'll be in a room full of jar mutants. Couldn't find the footage for it. An Iris of Occultation can be found in the church district when you then drain all the water in it. There is actually 2 irises of each, obviously, because there's 2 eyes. Makes sense, I guess, right? After draining the water and exploring below, you will then discover 2 ulcerated tree spirits. They are lesser versions, but nonetheless they are a pain in the ass, like they always are. One will drop the Mantle of Thorns, the other will drop your Iris of Occultation. Another location for an Occultation Iris can be found in the Fort of Reprimand, which is very far south of Shadow Keep. On the east side of the fort, you will find an entranceway to go in from what appears to be the outside, and you'll kill the Omen there, and he'll drop it as loot. Enjoy your Sword of Night. Alternatively, if you do receive the Spirit Ashes from her, you can then also upgrade it by visiting the Abbot's Rise that is located right near the Cathedral. There you have it. Thank you for watching, and enjoy your Sword of Night.